I don't know what to do. That's annoying!
Looks terrible.
We're hiding these. Ow! What is going on here?
This is a joke.
Where's the dish? This should be really obvious.
Oh dear, oh dear. Here we go again. What are we doing?
Today's theme is Fridge Raid. I would like a delicious dish using any leftovers you can find in the fridge. Top marks will be awarded for creativity, so feel free to think outside the box.
Don't say that. Top marks for creativity is just basically pouring petrol on a fire.
My expertise is raiding the fridge.
Yes.
I usually do it during the middle of the night, not the middle of the day, but I'll make it work.
Well, we've got 50 minutes. Have we got an order?
The order will be decided on who has the smallest middle finger, smallest to largest.
Wonder where that was going. So hang on, I reckon James is probably on the long finger brigade. Look at that. Oh, look at that! Let's line the knuckles up.
Okay.
Whoa!
Let's get this right, let's get
Same.
this right.
Photo finish, photo finish.
We're
Mike's longer.
Mike's longer. Ebbers, good luck.
See you in 10.
One at a time, the boys have 10 minutes to cook and add to a final dish. The remaining team will have no idea what is being cooked until they step into their kitchen.
Right, found some absolute delights in the fridge. Got a couple of ideas. We'll start by heating up the chicken stock. That presumably is stock left over from our roast chicken. And then I'm also going to make some lovely veg. I'm going to do a combination of courgette and leek. So green, kind of relatively fresh, summery veg. Chunk up, and I'm going to use it with garlic to form the basis of like a puree, thick soup kind of thing. But then to stir the puree through the grains, so you get this kind of really sort of silky texture that all of our chicken, which I'm going to actually leave it there, but I'm going to let somebody else work out what to do with it. Essentially, use of leftovers is how do you take the same ingredients and take them to either a different part of the world or a different style of food, so you don't get bored of the same thing 2 nights in a row. That's my plan. A little bit of oil. We'll start off with the leek. 1 clove of garlic going in with the leeks, and one I'm just going to crush and put in with the chicken stock. And I'm going to go heavy black pepper. Janice, you couldn't just pop that full of water, could you?
It would be an honour, Ben.
Thank you. He's very accommodating today.
Well, new year, new Janice.
Janice said to think outside the box. I don't know how original, well, it's not original at all, but I think quite cool is if you've got Parmesan, which is the cheese I nearly always have in the fridge, and a little bit goes quite a long way in so many dishes. But today, I'm just going to make some Parmesan crisps, and I think some of those on top of whatever we do just takes leftovers to a
Your jug's
nice
full.
high level. Thanks, Janice. Just 4 or 5 minutes, high temperature, will be perfect for James to take out. Leeks softening, courgette going in. Stock to cook the fregular, but I'm going to make kind of the almost thick soup meets puree with a little bit of dairy in the courgette. I want to do a lot more, but I also don't want to do any more because I know it just gets, people get wound up with that. Oven is up to temperature, about 200. These are going to go in, and I really hope it looks. I'm as excited as you are to see whether this turns out. I'm going to give myself a strong 7.5. Jamie!
Whoa, there's some smells in the house. There's some smells in the house. There's some smell. Oh, chicken wings. Leftover chicken. What's going on here? Oh, that is foamy AF. What is that? Is that leeks? I can't see it. It's too steamy. What are these? I have no idea what those grains are. I've got to do something. I've got to do something. Surely those grains need to go in some boiling water and they boil and then they cook.
Joe, what's in the silver pan?
I've just had a thought. I've just had a thought that wasn't guided by anybody else in the studio apart from in my brain and my brain alone. What if I put those grains in this garlic stock? Why don't we drain the garlic out of this? The garlic's done its job. That's something chefs say. We can throw that away. That's absolutely fine. They're going to go in here and they will do something. Ebbers, what is that? Right, I have absolutely no idea what this dish is going to be. That's some cooked chicken. Why don't we throw that off to get some heat into it? We're gonna cut up the chicken and we're gonna put it into a pan. You know, it'll become somebody else's problem again. For me, leftovers are great for putting into other dishes. So take some leftovers, stick it into an omelette. Take some leftovers, stick it into, you know, a sandwich. That's oil, probably. No, we're just gonna, oh yes. One of the things I love to do with my leftovers is add flavour in the form of harissa. Does harissa go with whatever that is and whatever they are? We will find out. Yeah, get some chicken in there. I think we can all agree that the maximum I deserve there is 2. 1 for putting grains into garlic water, and another 1 for adding harissa and starting to fry some chicken. Other than that, I did nothing. Barry, it's up to you.
Okay, this is my sort of thing. Leftovers. What we got going on? What the hell is that? It smells cheesy. What smells weird? Something smells weird, and I can't work out what it is.
Proclaimed Barry whilst not checking the oven.
There's a bit of funk to it. Is it from the Parmesan? Must be. What? What are we making? It just needs more stuff. What have we got? Lime pickle. Stuff it. Let's just go colour. Beetroot. Right, I've just picked up things that I've been using quite a lot at home recently. What am I going to do? Janice said be creative, so I'm listening. Lime pickle in with that chicken. It's going to give it some heat, it's going to give it some sharpness. It's some bold, nutty, bonkers flavours in this one. But I think that's what it needs. Everything's a bit bland at the moment. Dry's couscous is done, so let's drain that. I'm going to grate this straight into here. The whole flavour's bad. I've just gone for it. Hob off, Barry, because that's hot. Going in the couscous. I don't know what that is, but it's going in. So I think that will work. It's vibrant, it's bonkers. Look at that! And how cool that is. I've got a minute left. I could do something else. Why the hell not, Barry? What else is in the fridge? There's so many things in the fridge that could be used. Anchovies, umami. Little chef tip. Add some anchovies to your dish for a hit of umami straight away. Am I going in? Going in, natural umami. I've been silly. I really enjoyed myself there, so I'm going to give myself an 8, because that's all that matters. Enjoy yourself. James, don't hate me.
Okay, what have we got? We've got some giant couscous. Oh, wow. Got some chicken. What the? Jesus Christ. I feel like Ben might have put those in there. There's anchovies in this. Weird. Weird, weird. I think we're gonna go heavier on the beetroot. Make it really, really pink, hopefully. I might turn the couscous into like a yogurty thing if there's some yogurt in the fridge. Why is there harissa? What is going on? Where's the dish? It's classic. That's the thing. Look, I raided the fridge. I hope it's yogurt. I think it's yogurt. This is gonna go in here. Shall I do it? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Nice to see James buying into the attitude of the episode here.
It's like, that might have been a mistake, you know? Yeah, ooh, yum. I feel like it could take more lime pickle, and I don't know how chopped it is. I'm kind of going from bit to bit here. I don't like it. You can tell I'm confused because I'm like going from element to element. There's only 2 elements. This doesn't have a lot of room to be good. Oh, no, that was meant to go in there. Well, we'll embrace it. That doesn't taste that bad. I'm cool with it, that's fine. What's in the fridge? Not very much. Okay, I'm thinking maybe this needs to be a little salady thing or something, so I'm gonna do some cucumber ribbons. Not cucumber, you know what I mean. Courgette.
Here we go again, people. Yep, he's gone and spaffed it.
Just a little bit of oil. You'll notice that I've just completely ignored the Parmesan crisps. Either Ben put those in and nobody checked the oven, which I just cannot even imagine to be the case after however many pass-it-ons, or somebody else put them in, thinking this was going to be a very different dish. I don't think I did very well, but I think we have to take into consideration what I walked in on. I'm going to say I moved it along and give myself a 7. Yeah.
Mike!
Okay. It's not too chaotic, which is good. What is this? That is so random. What else is there? I don't know what this is. Oh, guys. What on earth do I do with this? What am I doing with this? How are we picturing this dish? Let's plate it up. So, what am I doing here? How do I picture this? I don't! That's the problem. This has got 2 components with about 47 ingredients in each. Here it goes. Oh no. I hope it tastes good. I have no idea what I'm doing here. It's stressing me out. I'm literally leaving it there. I'm gonna wipe it because, you know, I don't want it to look bad or anything. I'm not confident in adding anything in case it completely ruins it. Does it need any fresh herbs? Maybe something. I'll do some fresh herbs. I'm gonna raid the fridge. I've got a bit of parsley. Not that it needs it at all. This is purely for looks. And I know what you're thinking. Mike, it already looks amazing. I feel like I was backed into a corner of failure. And could I have done something different? Absolutely, yes. 3. Okay, guys, would you like to de-blindfold on 3, 2, 1? I don't even want to see your reactions.
Yeah, that's exactly what I expected.
Not dissimilar
Whoa.
to what I thought. Funny colour.
Looks good.
What?
Whoa.
Does it look good?
I'm okay with it.
Well, let me just say, I had no idea what I walked into, I had no idea what I left, and I have no idea what's on that plate. So, all in all, yes.
The boys have made pink beetroot fregula with harissa chicken, courgette ribbons, and lashings of lime pickle throughout.
So I picked up a bunch of ingredients. I thought chicken, parmesan, courgette, fregula.
You thought parmesan?
I grated some parmesan onto some baking tray and put them in the oven to make some parmesan crisps. I put them in as I left, thinking they'll only need 4 or 5 minutes. Jamie will sort that.
That makes sense. I was tasting things and I was going, why does it taste cheesy? I can't. It was the aroma from the oven that was.
They were still in the oven when you were there.
Yeah.
Oh, Ebbers, look at them.
Delicious.
Well
Look at
done,
that.
you.
Parmesan crisps is a great use of leftover cheese. It's a shame they didn't make it.
Oh, they're pretty bad, aren't they? Whoa.
Acrid.
How is that so bad? It started off okay.
It grows on you, doesn't it?
Wow.
Right,
I'm excited by this.
cheers.
Cheers.
There's a lot of lime pickle everywhere in that, isn't there?
You're right, it tastes of nothing but lime pickle.
I mean, it tastes delicious, but you could also just eat some lime pickle and save
With
yourself
yoghurt.
50 minutes.
Yeah, that is one of the most disappointing for a long time.
Ebbers, what did you rate yourself? And is this a pass or a fail?
I gave myself 7.5. I think that's a fail.
Yeah, you should downgrade yourself.
Yeah, that was 7.5 is almost as punchy as the lime pickle in that. I thought I did pretty well, so I gave myself an 8. I'm joking, I gave myself a 2.
Good.
Okay.
That was for each of the things that I did.
And pass or fail.
Oh, Ebbers, don't even bother.
For me, it all worked, and I don't know what you're talking about. I really like that dish. I gave myself an 8, and that is a fantastic pass.
8 out of 10, the pass.
I gave myself a 7. It's horrible, but I'll give it a pass. I'll give it a pass. Yeah.
How can you justify the pass? Like, what's your
Based
just?
on what?
I like lime pickle.
Okay, so I think I gave myself a 4
It was a 3.
because I didn't do anything. I'm astounded that a dish that contains so many different flavours can overwhelmingly only taste of one thing. And so for that reason, I'm going to have to give it a fail.
So close. So
I'm really
close.
sorry.
It's the right answer.
I was making my way over to the chicken.
I've lost the will to live, but over to you. What do you think? Comment down below. Was that a pass or was that a fail? And put this in order because
That's genius.
it's not anything to do with that.
So I'm guessing you guys don't want leftovers.
Have you ever got to the end of a long day with no ideas, ingredients, or energy to cook? Takeaway? It'll be the fourth this week. Well, that's why we built our revolutionary Meal Packs app. Thousands of people are using it to shop, cook, and eat a whole lot better and easier while saving money as a result. You can go and use it in its entirety for free for a whole month and see if it's for you. The link is in the description box below. And now for the blooper.
Oh, God.
I wouldn't be able to find my hands to be able to do that. Very clever.